All right, and it looks like there that's going now. One of the things I mentioned before, and this year, I've made a few posts, not a whole lot, just talking about like masculinity. And one of the things was like, think a lot, debate yourself internally, try to figure out where you might be wrong. One of the things I've thought about a lot over the years is like white supremacy and how like meticulous and obsessive they are with maintaining everything in Europe. Like I remember some years ago how big of a deal it was that like an 800-year-old pub burned down.
Yeah.
Right? Or in more recent years, like some old church caught on fire. And
Notre Dame.
Right, yeah, I didn't really grow up in, I don't respect church, so I just didn't care. And again, I want people like, I guess I project. So I was like, no one else cares. And I was like, holy shit, everyone really cares. Like, even people who are like atheists, or because they're white, they're like, but the architecture. I'm like, it's some mud and bricks, man. This is not special. Right, but how much they destroy everything everywhere else, which we've gone over, but I've never really gone over something that I've just looked at since I was about a preteen. And like, stuff that Europeans build outside of Europe over the past 5 centuries, they're also down to just tear down. Like, if it's not of their homeland, they don't care, even if they're the ones that made it. Mm-hmm. They'll destroy it. They demolition buildings on a regular basis.
Yep.
You know, they don't care. Old roads, whatever, get rid of it. Right? They're so happy to destroy like all these old, very sturdy Victorian houses.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, destroy it, cut it up, make it a landlord spot. All right, ignore it, let it become dilapidated, destroy it. I don't care. Right? But when it comes to oppression and that hierarchical system, recycle, reuse, Coco 5 News, ABC subsidiary. Okay. We've gone to Coco 5 out there in Oklahoma. And Oklahoma private prison to reopen as ICE detention facility. Right? Article up by Megan Mosley. Just telling us real quick here, a shuttered private prison in Watauga, because they murdered them and then named stuff after them. Private prison in Watauga will reopen as an immigration and customs enforcement detention facility after securing a contract with the state, raising concerns among local immigration attorneys about potential profiling and increased arrests. Thank you, Megan Mosley, whether you're a real journalist or AI. Minnesota Reformer, right? We're over here at the Minnesota Reformer. We love this website. Article up by Madison McVan from October 1st. I didn't do the, what was the date on the Coco 5 one? Also October 1st, 2025, both of these. And Minnesota Reformer, possible opening of ICE detention center in Minnesota sparks protest. Right? So they got to get that up and cracking. But then I go over here to Colorado. Towns are in the dark about whether ICE will reopen private prisons in their communities.
Oh.
That's at CPR News, July 28th, 2025. And this story was produced as part of Colorado Capital Alliance, and it first appeared in the Colorado Sun. And this one's up by Taylor Dolvin. All right, Taylor Dolvin for the Colorado Sun. Real quick here. All Walsenburg interim city administrator, I don't think his job needs all those words, but city administrator John Galusha knows about the plans for the long-closed private prison in the city he oversees. He's an overseer, an overseer with a private prison. I have 13th Amendment thoughts about that. You can amend all 13 of them. He oversees it. It oversees is what he reads in the news as Immigration and Customs Enforcement considering reopening it to detain immigrants. Hold on. The Assembly. This here's a North Carolina website. And this one's up by Phoebe Zerwick. All right? She probably wrote it while her smelly cat was in her lap. And private prison in eastern North Carolina may reopen for immigration detention. Yeah! September 9th, 2025. Who wrote this article? Do you know when she wrote this article?
When?
8 days before my mother's birthday. You understand that?
Yeah.
That's more than a week.
Do you know the one that I read about a prison reopening?
Well, what?
So, we talked about it on the old podcast. I think the archives you said are gone, but the
Yeah.
rape club. Do you remember the rape club?
Oh my God.
In California?
Yes.
So, if folks don't know, was a prison in California. It was called the Rape Club, literally, because it was a women's prison, and the male guards, because somehow it's terrible to let trans women be in women's prisons, but it's fine to let male guards in there who rape everybody. Whatever.
Right, that's always bugged me out.
Like,
ridiculous.
Wild shit. And so basically the male guards raped so many women. It was literally known as the Rape Club. They kept firing wardens, kept trying to replace staff. Obviously, none of that replaced the culture of rape of the prison. Eventually, the prison got closed. They want to open it back up to put migrants in there and give it to ICE, the facility. So, yeah, they're probably going to open the Rape Club back up in California.
It's going to be more like the, and ICE, remember, ICE is neo-Confederate, which is where a whole lot of that evangelicalism is coming from. Mm-hmm. So it is now the Spoils of War Church, as opposed to Rape Club.
Oh, God, that just like, that like unsettled my stomach. You're not wrong, but shit.
Yeah. Spoils of War Church. Right? And because ICE, there is a degree of policeism to what they're doing. And look at the acronym, SOW. S-O-W. Ain't that something?
Ain't that something?
Yeah. So that's the world you live in. So just know, in white supremacy, you don't destroy anything in Europe. I want to burn the Mona Lisa so bad. I don't care what people think about it. And
so basically just burn down the whole Louvre.
Yeah, and a Babe Ruth rookie card. I want to burn a Babe Ruth rookie card on camera. And a Mickey Mantle. Any ones that I've heard white dudes talk about.
Joe DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio burning it.
Because he was married to Marilyn Monroe.
And I hate white patriarchy. It's so stupid. Random small skinny white woman, goddess of the earth.
Yes.
It's a random skinny white woman. Y'all have never seen one before? Like, with the way y'all run your patriarchy and starve them out, I know you see them in your house on the daily. I know I used to see one that was regular when I worked at a place called Boston Market, where, like, the woman would be trying to order her food, and he'd be like, no, you can't have that. And then they'd sit down, and he'd talk so loud you could hear him from the table, like, all right, you're done. You don't need to finish that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking rough, man. That's fucking rough.
Yeah, I gotta make that meme where it's like me saying I'm a feminist, smiling, and then my wife says you're a misandrist that likes to read, and then it's just me staring off into the distance, thinking about things I say out loud. All right. So that was the deal there. Mr. Williams Neighborhood, I know you're having a blast now.